Adding and subtracting radical expressions. We are going to start with the problem of 2 square root of 54 minus 2 square root of 24 plus 3 square root of 150. Right now we can't add or subtract the radicals because the number underneath is different on each radical. So we need to take each problem individually and simplify it. So we're going to do 3 simplifying problems. We're going to start with the square root of 54. 54 is not a perfect square, so I need to go back to my factors like I did in the simplifying video and find the biggest perfect square factor. So you can insert a table. You have to go to y1, and you can do 54 over x1. We need to list out our factors. And at 6 and 9, I repeat, so I'm done. So 9 is the biggest perfect square, 6 being its partner factor. So I will rewrite this as 2 square root of 9 square root of 6. The square root of 9 is 3, so that gives me 2 times 3 square root of 6. 2 times 3 is 6, so I have 6 square root of 6. Now I need to move to the next term. I'm going to simplify the square root of 24. Again, 24 is not a perfect square, so I can go up to my table, and I can just change 54 to 24. I have 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6, and then the 6 and 4 repeats, so I'm done. So 4 is the biggest perfect square factor with its partner being 6. So I can come down here and I can rewrite this as the square root of 2, 4 being the biggest perfect square, 6 being the partner. The square root of 4 is 2, so that gives me 2 times 2, square root of 6. I like this because my square root of 6s are going to match. That gives me minus 4 square root of 6. I still have one more term that I need to do. Square root of 150 is not a perfect square, so I'm going to repeat the same steps. Go up to my table, 150, and then I have 6 and 25, 25 being the biggest perfect square factor. So this gives me plus 3 square root of 25 square root of 6. The square root of 25 is 5, so that gives me 3 times 5 square root of 6, which gives me 15 square root of 6. Now, each of the radicals have square root of, each term has a radical square root of 6, so I can combine like terms. I would do this the same way I'd do x's. 6x minus 4x would give me 2x, but instead of x, I have square root of 6. The radical piece does not change. Plus 15 square root of 6, 2 plus 15 gets me 17 square root of 6. This is your final answer.